What up, everybody? Happy Saturday from a very, very cold, actually freezing Texas. It's not quite. Well, it's pretty close. It's 37 at the moment. It feels colder. I know we have some folks from Carolina that usually join us on the broadcast. Hopefully, y'all are staying safe and trying to stay warm. So we'll keep y'all in mind for sure on that one. I have folks in Tennessee, friends in Tennessee actually, that are getting snowed in at the moment. But all right, so they moved this game time up. I actually don't know when it was originally supposed to be, but I guess we're playing what is now 11 o'clock Central. So it should be. Let's see. I hope that this game. I honestly hope that we finally get a game that's kind of just like, business as usual, but who knows? We have Wake Forest coming in here and Duke at 18.5-point favorite, although Wake Forest is kind of scoring at about 80 points per game, and they do have a star freshman, Juke Harris, here, number 20. That's one to keep an eye on. He's averaging about 20 points per game and 6 rebounds, shooting 37.5% from 3. Archangel, what's up? Hello, Duke Nation. So we know how bad our three-point defense has been. It'll be something to keep an eye on. And there's also Miles Colvin here. There's a transfer from Purdue. Is averaging 15.6 points per game. That'd be number 6. So keep an eye on number 20 and number 6. Orlando, what's up? Looks like we still got plenty of students, though. Not many people in the upper bowl there in Cameron. That's kind of an interesting. So I wonder if I do wonder if it's already snowing in Carolina. Like, I don't actually know if anybody is in the Durham area. I'd love to see what it looks like currently. I was hoping they'd give us a shot of like outside Cameron. I know that the line monitor said that folks had to take the tents down. CW still broadcasting 4x3. Oh man, that's like a square TV essentially. Nick says not yet in Raleigh tonight. Okay, so there you go. All right, so you guys are still good there. Yeah, I think most of the stuff for us, like, it's actually like stopped. It rained. It was raining last night when I took the dog out for the walk. And then this morning it wasn't raining. It's just cold. And then I look at the radar and it looks like the storm like completely passed like the Austin area and just like went on to Houston. And we're like, okay, so I guess Houston is getting dumped on by rain, but like we're okay. And then, yeah, tonight we're supposed to get like more wintry mix. But honestly, I wish it were snow. The wintry mix is like no fun. Snow is good. The dog loves snow. They love jumping around in it. They're calling for mostly ice. Yeah, that's the killer, because it's like, if you're gonna snow, just snow, and like forget the whole like the ice stuff is like the in between stuff is a mess. Either rain or snow. Don't do the middle one. Yeah, Nashville's pretty bad. I mentioned at the top of the show. I have a friend in Nashville who sent me pictures of it's already like there's already snow on the ground and stuff, and I think it's actually gonna get it worse for them. They're like right in the thick of it. So yeah, we have part of my team is over there in Nashville. So I always thought of like Tennessee as like a warmer climate, but like I guess it's definitely not. It's like kind of Midwestern. It's just kind of middle. So we'll probably get going here in just a second. What is the other stuff we can keep an eye on? One thing to keep an eye on is the turnover story. Wake Forest is prone to turnovers, so 12.5 per game. I think the defensive I think the defensive story is one we have to keep an eye on. Like, I think we found something with, obviously, Dame Sarr has really come into his own on the defensive end and is really just putting guards, like, in prison here, so to speak. So it'll be interesting to see if we have, like, the Caleb Foster, Dame Sarr duo, depending on who subs in and when, on Juke Harris, number 20, who's the leading scorer for Wake. And if he can manage to, like, maybe if we manage to keep him, in check, then we have a bit more, we could give ourselves a little bit of buffer there. It'll be interesting to see who they match up on. Obviously, there'll be a lot of switching going on, but we'll see. So, yeah, actually, the shots from outside of Cameron don't look like there's any snow either. So, looks pretty clear. So, yeah, looks like they got definitely the right call to move the game up. It's kind of interesting. I can't recall if that had ever happened before. I feel like we had one game moved on us, at least during one of my 6 years at Duke. But, all right, let's see. Here we go. Gungba on the floor. Evans. Dame Sarr will start. So that's an interesting one to keep an eye on, as Gungba controls the tip. And actually, Foster starts too. So it's a 4-guard lineup for Duke. And 4 guards and Boozer. So, no, sorry, 3. 3 guards and 3 Boozer and Gungba. My bad. And then I can't count this early in the morning. Nick, what's up? So, first possession turnover is an auspicious start there on the Gungba pass that just gets flipped on the alternating possession arrow. Wake backing down Sarr. Let's see. So number 2. So it is Sarr on Juke Harris. So they're actually not switching that one. So Sarr is going to stay on Juke Harris, and Wake Forest going to try to go in for the hook, and Schwinger gets 2 to start things off with the little baby hook shot over Cam Boozer. So let's try to not turn the ball over here on the 2 straight possessions. Here's Gungba 1-on-1, top of the key. Flashing into the middle here is Boozer, and he's going to go with 1 step to the left into the restricted area and finish with the left hand. Nicely done as Boozer gets it going here in the early going. Yeah, great footwork indeed. We got a teardrop, no good. I thought he could have gone to the rim on that one. Calmisa, I don't know what he was like. He pulled up way early and then just took like this rainbow floater. Nice pass here. Dame Sarr in the corner in front of the Wake Forest bench. No good. I thought Gungba got held down there, down low. But be out of bounds on Duke. Oh, what's the 2-2 is the score. I don't know why we're why is the box score all scuffed? What? Oh, I know what happened. Here we go. What? Huh. Okay, hold on. I'm on the wrong. Oh, I see. I had minimized the window. That's why. There it is. 5-4, essentially. Although I'm behind, so Duke's going to have to score at some point. There it is. There's the alley-oop. There we go. 5-4. Another 3 on the way for Wake. Good Lord. So Juke gets 1 over Sarr. So, okay, that's a crazy shot that goes down. So 2 Wake Forest 3s have gone down early, and we're 8-4. So tell me if you have seen this before. Opponent comes out on Duke shooting 3 of 8. Sarr gets fouled as he tries to cut inside and go to the rim. I feel like at this point, everybody knows that's just like, yeah, Duke, you can like go and shoot 3s on them. And like, they'll probably go in. Well, Sar goes 1 of 2. Boozer tries to save it. Save the rebound, rather, and doesn't. And then let's see what we end up having here. We go... No, we're just staying with man here. Foster. No switching, actually. Foster just kind of following his man around. We got another 3. Good Lord. We got another 3-pointer here. So 3 3-pointers for Wake, and this game has gone exactly to script for the Blue Devils. At some point, oh my gosh, Boozer gets his own miss there. He was in it amongst 3 Demon Deacons. Nice pass from Evans to Sar. Back to Evans. Evans going to hoist for 3. That's kind of a wild shot. Foster with the aerial rebound there. Pulls it back out. Duke has a fresh 20 to work with. And they're going to have a foul on Duke? No, Harris. Fire the script writers. I've seen this before. Yeah, it's like a bad sequel at this point, man. It's like it's an awful sequel. And it's not even a sequel because it's like the sequel in 5 parts. We're like, what, 6-0 in the ACC? I think, oh my God, we just threw the alley-oop off the rim. Good Lord, man. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, yeah, 11-5. At least that shot was blocked as Malik Brown is now in the game. Oh my goodness. Push it down the floor. Oh man, Evans is gonna get bailed out because that was about to be a turnover, and the ref calls the foul on 15. On 25 Spillers? Goodness. Yeah, man. Anyway, okay, so that's the start that we all expected. Or we weren't hoping for, but we probably knew was coming anyway. There we go. So, yeah. Wake Forest hasn't missed from outside. It's crazy, man. Where are we? Yeah. 3 for 3 from 3. 4 of 6 total. Duke only 2 of 5 and hasn't hit from the outside. We've made 1 of 2 free throws. At least we're winning the rebounding margin 4-2. If only you won the game based on rebounds. You got a point. What if you got a point per rebound? What would that be interesting? Huh? This is pretty much a terrible start. We've also turned the ball over twice, which is like, like Wake Forest is supposed to be the one that turns the ball over 13 times a game, but like. Damn. So the points off turnover is only 2, so hasn't really done anything. But yeah, definitely not the start we wanted. But the start we got. It's like the start, not the one you wanted, but the one you deserved. Oh my gosh. We didn't even deserve it, though. Yeah, I mean that's the way that to start. When you start your first possession as a turnover on the possession arrow, yeah, it's not great. Duke is cold as it is outside. College basketball is script. I don't know. Sometimes it's certainly a movie. Whether or not it follows the script, I guess. So this Mike Jaminski just said this Trayvon Spillers guy was 3 of 14 from 3 coming in, and he's hit his first 2. I mean, can you Does it get any more Duke than that this season? I mean, it's literally like, that is literally it, right? Like, the dude, there's an SMU, was it the SMU guy in game or something that like hit 1-3 all season, and then like, oh no, it was the Louisville guy, right? It was the game at Louisville. The dude comes in like that big man, is hit like 1 or 2 threes, and he rips 4 of them in the first half for like 15 points or something, right? I mean, I could apparently I could just show up and like shoot threes on Duke, because apparently anybody can do it. Caden Boozer in the game now, guarding Juke Harris. I don't think there's many substitutions for Wake Forest. We got another 3 on the way. That one finally misses. He's the typical low-scoring guy who goes nuts on us. I mean, it's too good to be true, man. I don't know. Amania in the game now as well. They're trying to get it to download a Boozer, but don't force this. It's 1-on-1 right now. Boozer going to swing it outside. Nice find. Evans in the corner. Can't hit the wide open shot. Oh my gosh. I mean, 0 for 2 for Isaiah so far today. Slim is cold, and not in a good way. Good recovery by Boozer out in the corner here. Another 3 on the way for Wake. That one's a wild shot, but it probably would have got in just the same. It lands in the lap of Malik Brown instead. Ay. Let's try it again. We got big to big going here. No, we got Hamenia going, trying to find some space. He's got 2 Demon Deacons. Boozer for 3. Will he hit our first one? No. Still can't get it. Lid on the basket from range right now. Here's Juke, passes it outside to Colvin, and driving in, and we got a foul. And that'll either be on Evans or Boozer. Evans has had a very slow start here. No points so far. 11-7. It's like the 7-11, but backwards. We got that one missing. And the second goes a 1/2 inch of ice. Wow, man, that's crazy. I saw this crazy graphic. I don't know if it was an inch of ice, but they were relating to the weight of ice on a tree to the weight of they were like measuring it in terms of golden retrievers. It was quite good. The caption was like, Americans will do anything to avoid using the metric system, including measuring by golden retrievers. And that's another miss by Cam Boozer. So I think if we measured in terms of golden retrievers on that one, we'd have 0. And no matter how you measure it, 0 threes. It just hasn't happened. Long rebound to Amenia is going to take it downhill, and that was almost a travel. Swings it outside to Darren Harris, who's out in the game, gets bumped by 2 Demon Deacons, and it's either a foul on 1 or 6. Take your pick. So, okay, so I'm not the only one that saw that. Apparently that went viral for a little while. You can also measure it in terms of my Aussie Labradoodle over here. He's about 50 pounds, which is about half the weight of a golden retriever. So, twice as many Aussie Labradoodles here. And, you get a similar result, I suppose. Harris. I feel like Harris is going to pull up and take like a little baseline jumper there, but let's see. Caden Boozer going to put in the paint. Boozer there finds a nice little shot. Kind rim at home there. It's 13-9 as Caden Boozer finds his shot. Here's Juke Harris again. Nice pass inside. Great interior passing here by Wake Forest. Better defense actually by Duke. Cam Boozer just went straight vertical. Did not fall for the pump fake. And Malik Brown cleans up the rebound. Great offense from Wake, but actually even greater offense from Duke. I thought that was a really nice possession by both teams. Duke comes up with the better of it as Boozer finds Hamenia now, as most of the starters have gone to the bench except for Cam. And Boozer, they're going to, Wake Forest is going to bring a pseudo triple team. Find Darren Harris in the corner, man. 5 seconds for Cam, for Caden. And Caden's going to try the step through off the window, and it doesn't go with the left hand. So Wake Forest so far scoreless in the last 4:22. And, whoa, Wake Forest airballs it. So whatever was happening at the start of the game, as, wow, that was a terrible airball. Duke is really ratcheted down here. Malik Brown. I'm sort of like, we're trying to, where's the offense going to come from? That's out on Wake, and it's actually 12:03. We don't have the media timeout. Duke is going to baseline inbounds here. I mean, the offense here obviously going to try to force it into Cam, but Boozer's going to go to the bench now, get his rest, and he'll get an extra couple seconds because of the media timeout. Ahead of the media timeout, rather. We got Gungba back in the game. Gungba's going to try to go body on body, and that's going to miss too, as both teams have gone absolutely ice cold, and nothing is falling for anyone. Wake started 4 of 5 and is 0 of 6 since, mainly from Duke. That could be a turnover. No, Wake Forest recovers. Thought about the 3 there. And we'll pass it now down inside. Schwieger, what a name. Schwieger gets fouled by Malik Brown. That's his first. Half an inch of ice adds 500 pounds of weight to a power line. There you go. So 500. So half an inch of ice. So that's like 5 golden retrievers, basically. So it's 5 golden retrievers per half inch of ice. Luckily, where I'm at, all the power lines are underground. So we don't have so the threat of losing power isn't as big. They do like we lose the internet a bunch because they keep cutting the fiber lines as idiots, but like, yeah. Okay, so this 13-9 here has both teams in just both teams are just like can't find anything. Duke hasn't scored in a minute 44. Wake Forest hasn't scored in 2:25. Duke is one of their last 6. Wake is one of its last 7, and Duke hasn't hit a 3. 0 of 5 and 1 of 4 for Wake in the last 4. It is ugly, man. It is ugly. 33% shooting for Duke, 0 of 5 from 3. 4 of 11 from Wake, 36%, and 3 of 6. They're shooting better from 3 than they are overall. 1 of 2 from Duke. I mean, the shooting is just atrocious, man. It just can't. It's actually kind of comical right now. At some point, one of these two teams is going to figure it out. Hopefully, it's us first. Oh, some of the CW networks are going to weather? No, not this, not the local one down here. Well, at least that's a miss on the free throw there. As we're back to it, the commercials feel a little shorter than normal. And 1 of 2 at the free throw line there for Wake. Cam Boozer's still getting his rest here. Actually, we haven't really changed the lineup much. Here's Darren Harris for 3. Is he gonna? Oh, that should be out on Wake Forest. No, what? Dude, the Wake guy clearly had his hand in there. It would be really funny if Darren Harris was the first one to break the scoring drought, though. It's like, there was a game where he did that. I'm just like, oh god, now I can't think of it. It was like maybe it was the second home game? No. Actually, it was the Lipscomb game. The one that, like, one of those games that we don't talk about. Oh, what a pass inside by Wake. Man, we just got cleaned out. 16-9. As Wake Forest has now started to figure it out. 3-0 run for them coming out of the timeout. And I don't know where Caden's trying to force that pass down low here to Gungba, but it's just not there. Oh man, Gungba gets lost defensively here. Man, this Wake Forest team is so bad, and we're just like not even. Can we get the alley-oop to go? Finally, man. From the baseline out of bounds play, we get an alley-oop to drop there. Foster to Gungba. Okay, maybe that gets us going. 16-11. We need a turnover here as Evans is back in the game, as is Sar. So we actually have the full starters back in. 3 on the way for Wake. That shouldn't go, but offensive board? Oh, no, they're going to step out of bounds here. Kind of fortunate for Duke. So we don't get the turnover, but I guess we get the... I guess it's sort of a turnover. Let's see if we can get something going, man. Duke down 5. 10 minutes into the game. And we've only scored 11 points. Wow, that Gungwa pass was like, okay. As Evans hits the deck, and we have another tie-up. The possession arrow should give that to Duke, because the last one went to Wake. So some of the crowd jumping and some of the crowd mediocre clapping. Yeah, man, it's like they're not awake yet, man. It's a noon start is hard for college kids. Evans thought about the 3 off the inbounds. Now he's got 3 Demon Deacons, and he gets stuffed. But Sar picks up the rebound. Actually, he was in the right place at the right time. Actually, it wasn't really a rebound. It was more like off of the deflection there. And then Cam Boozer has to put up a crazy shot because the shot clock never reset. I mean, Evans just dribbled himself into a triple team, hoping to get a foul call, and it was not there. Cameron is like suspicious, like uncharacteristically quiet at the moment. So we have a timeout for super gluing Gungba's hand back together after a little cut. It's like on his middle finger. Getting the super glue out and patch him up real quick. I just don't, like... I can't even fathom, like, I just don't know what it is anymore, chat. It's like the slow, like the bad offense. It's just like, I mean, maybe it's just we're taking too many threes. I don't know, man. But like, if you even hit like a third of them, you're like sort of okay, right? But like, That's a foul on Foster. Like, we're 0 of 7. Like, if you had even hit 2, and you give yourself, like, I don't know, 30% shooting, give or take, you're plus 6, so you're 17-16. Like, and then we're like, you have a different, like, spin on it, because you're saying, well, like, well, you know, it's not great, but, like, it's not terrible. It's just like, it literally is just like, we just can't get the shot, like, anything. And it's not like the shots are even that contested. It's like, and now we're down 7, 18-11 here. What's up, Andy? Welcome in. Well, we are, that's great interior passing as Malik Brown flashes open there to get it from Boozer. I think so far everyone in chat has said that they've got good plans for dealing with the snow. That three-pointer from Wake is off. Here's an opportunity for Duke. I mean, down 5, get a bucket here, go downhill. Here's Foster. That should be continuation. And never mind, it just doesn't even go in. Just rolls right off the rim. You know, I saw a stat from Duke men's basketball stats on X yesterday. And they basically said that this is the fastest offense in the John Shire era, where, like, we're only taking about, that's a nice cut right there. And that'll be a foul for Dame Asar. He'll go to the free throw line. Whereas I think the average offensive possession is like 15 seconds or 16 seconds. And I was like, that has to be one of the most surprising stats that I have seen in a long time. Because to me, when you watch this team, the only one who seems to play fast is Caden. Everyone else just seems to, like, opt for this, like, half-court offense, very methodical, trying to get the ball down low to Boozer when you can. Like, I don't know. It just seemed, like, very surprising that apparently this is one of the fastest offensive Duke teams. Asar makes both of them. I don't know. What do you guys feel? It doesn't, like, I feel like, okay, that's the stat, but, like, by the eye test, it doesn't come out that way for whatever reason. Maybe the slow starts certainly don't help either. 3 on the way there. That's a brick. I haven't seen much of Juke after, like, okay, as I say that, there's Caleb Foster, who goes coast to coast and takes it himself off the long miss. All right, there we go. We got some pace here now. That's kind of the Caden Boozer move there. We're making progress at least. Andy's gonna make chicken soup tonight. I think I am gonna meal prep a little bit this afternoon, probably right after the game. Is what I'm thinking. Yeah, you want to have, like, everything done before, like, you potentially lose power or something, right? So I did all my shopping on Thursday, so I was prepared here. But yeah, I might prep a little bit. I might do all the prep tonight, and tomorrow is just like a totally chill day. Just, like, sit inside, watch football, and watch the sleet come down. All right, I'm gonna fill up the water real quick during this timeout. We'll be right back. All right, so let's see. We found a little bit of pace here, a little bit of momentum. Maybe we finally woke up. It's 12:30. The game started 30 minutes ago, and we finally figured out that it's time to play basketball here. So, yeah, so the guy that averages 4 points a game currently has 7 today. That's fairly typical. We would expect such things. And we got another foul here. I didn't really notice that Wake Forest is 1 foul away from the bonus. They've got 6. So that's 2 on Dame Sar, and he goes underneath the screen there. That's the 3 is off, and the rebound down to Spillers here, who had 2 early threes. Sar still working on Juke Harris here. And now with 2 fouls, that might be a little harder. Caleb Foster with the good hands. The deflection lands in the lap of Wake Forest here, and that'll be Calmise with the floater. So Wake Forest with an answer here, 20-17. Sar going baseline. Evans cutting across the middle. Cam Boozer looks and doesn't have any options. Picks up his dribble. Is stuck at the moment. Sar for 3 on the way. Clanker. And actually, we get the rebound after some great effort by Caleb Foster there. Oh, I thought Malik Brown was going to be open for that one. Caleb Boozer puts it up over the top, and Dame Sar comes up with the cleanup crew. Operation there, and gets 2 for Duke as we're now back within 1. And we have gone now 13 minutes, and we are still losing. And there's the alley-oop, but Wake Forest can't convert. They put it way too far over the top. Duke now with an opportunity to take the lead here. Foster to Boozer is way out here in the middle of the court. Screened by Sar. He's going to cut inside. Boozer going to go for 3. No. Over the top is Isaiah Evans with a rebound and the putback. Nobody puts a body on Slim, and he gets 2. 21-20. Duke now far in front of Malik Brown with the great hands. And the ball in the hands of Duke. Dame Sar going coast to coast. Sar going to make a mess of it and turns it right back over. And Wake back on the run out here. Find over the dude number 5 in the corner for the wide open 3. Why don't you? Sorry, number 6. Colvin. Oh my God, man. What a swing. Dame Sar makes a mess of it on the offensive end. And it's a 3 for Wake Forest. It was supposed to be 23-20, and now it's 23-21. Boozer finally hits a 3. And there we go. Duke is finally on the board from 3-point land. 1 of 9. Wow, it took us 14 minutes to get one to fall. Oh my gosh. Good defense by Boozer, but he gets back down, and Spiller converts anyway. 25-24. Back and forth we go here. We got to go on some sort of a run here before the end of the half. I got to say, though, the other thing I saw is like, man, if you fade Duke in the first half, if you like bet the, oh wow, Malik Brown just hits a 3. If you bet the against the spread for Duke in the first half, you are making hay, man, because we do not disappoint as far as keeping it close in the first half of games for sure, and the slow starts. Oh, that's a beautiful play by Malik Brown, who pokes the ball away, and now it's Foster over to Boozer. Boozer with the dunk. Oh, he's going to get the and 1 instead. Wow, the game has just really opened up at this point. We have it's like the great thaw. Actually, the other bet that you take is like first to 10, because I guarantee you it's not Duke. Boozer completes the 3-point play, and Duke by 5. 30-25 as we finally figured it out. Schwinger Oh, great defense by Hamenia and Harris to deny him the ball. Gongba is all up in the airspace. Hamenia there with the steal as the pass tried to go to Harris. Foster thought about the three. Gongba's got two of them, and Gongba, ooh, the alley-oop doesn't work. Wake Forest comes down with it. Gongba's doing a lot of work on that possession, defense and offense. Cam Boozer gets the steal, and it should just be clear path here for Foster. Yeah, Foster's going to get the easy two. 11-2 run for the Blue Devils here in the last 150. Wow, we had some inspiration. Juke Harris is being dogged by two of our guys here. Well beyond the three-point line. Schwinger tries for three. No. Foster down with the rebound. Wake Forest getting desperate, it feels like, as we've ticked under 4. 21-7 run, about to be 23-7 run. And Duke is now just putting the pedal to the floor here. What is going on? 3 for Wake Forest. That's short. That hits the front of the rim. Wake Forest needs a timeout. Steve Forbes has got to call another one here. And you're going to get the media timeout, too, when you do it. I think he's just waiting for any whistle. Oh, pull up for 3, Evans. Thank you. Thank you. There you go. Now Steve Forbes is forced into calling the timeout. Pull up from 3, Isaiah, and he finally gets it. 37-25. What just happened? What just happened? I mean, well, like this looks like a different team. This team is active on defense. They're making shots. They're running the floor. High energy plays. I mean, I don't know, man. They woke up. It's like, as I said, it's 12. The game started 30 minutes ago when we finally figured it out. Duke is on a 13-0 run in the last 2 minutes. An extended 16-2 run in the last 3 minutes. 7 of our last 8 and 3 of our last 4 from 3. Wow. I had Malik Brown hitting at 3 too. Jeez. Wake Forest hasn't scored in 2 minutes. We just blitzed him, man. Absolutely blitzed. Crazy. Unreal. The game started a few after 12, and Duke started at around 12:30. Yeah, it's pretty much 12:35 is when they started. All right, well, certainly, okay, so the bet is like first to 10, other team. And then you can see whether or not you've paid the spread too, but all right, let's see what we do here in the last 4 minutes. Do we let them back in it or not? Boozer most 25-point games. Zion Williamson at 16. Wow. Currently at 9. I guess this could be 10. Well, we're still early, too. All right, so 37-25. Duke by 12 after a crazy run. I find it interesting that Wake Forest in their black jerseys here. They're trying to go for the funeral look. Oh, there's a three-pointer from Wake. Okay, so that pumps the brakes on this. Evans with the crossover dribble. Jimenez open in the corner. Evans in and out. Man, that thing was halfway down the cylinder. Boozer recovers it. Jimenez now back down to Boozer, and he's going to post on Schwinger. And as the double team comes over, look at that brilliant pass by Cam Boozer to Gungba. You saw that I think it was Spillers who comes off Gungba to help bring the double team, and Boozer passes it out, sees it immediately, and passes that thing down, and Gungba scores for an easy 2. I mean, what amazing vision by Boozers. We got another three-pointer here from Wake Forest. They've hit 2 back-to-back threes, and it's keeping them in it right now because if not, it would be being blown out at the moment. It would be blowout territory for Wake if it wasn't for these back-to-back threes. There's the pass inside again. It's the same play. It's the same play, but they just flip the floor, and Wake Forest tries to respond to it in the same way. And Boozer hurts them in the same way. It's another 3 by Wake, and that one doesn't go down. It's the 10-point margin. So run it a third time. See if Wake Forest will double-team Boozer again. They're going to go with Gungba. They don't bring the double team on Gungba here, though. So now Gungba has to go one-on-one on Schwinger, and Gungba will be fouled on for his efforts there. Yeah, so it's the late double team here. They just showed the replay on that one. Gungba misses the free throw. Nice. 1 of 2, Duke by 11. 90 seconds left here in the first half. Another 3, but no. Gungba with a rebound there, and Caden is out and running here. Gonna try to post it down low. They bring the double team. And Evans could have passed it to Jimenez, who was open here. It was a late recovery by Juke Harris. Didn't get it. Cam Boozer is now going to find himself open, and that's a clanker too, off the right side of the rim. Under a minute to go here. Duke still by 11. Wake Forest with 20 on the shot clock. Plenty of time here. Has a 2-for-1 opportunity. They swing the pass wide. Bellew again can't get the 3. Weak side rebound there to Boozer. Duke, with all its timeouts, could call one here if they wanted to set up the play, but Shire's going to let them play it out. So it's going to lose the timeout anyway, I guess. You got 6 seconds between the game clock and the shot clock. We've gone early in the past. This looks good here. 6 seconds now on the shot clock. Jimenez is wide open in the corner. They find him. They can't get it. Get the offensive board there by Gungba. Pass outside to Evans. That is short. Jimenez with another rebound there with 3 seconds, and he can't get that one to go. Good effort by Duke, but at least they did not give Wake Forest a shot here, which is, we've messed that up before. We've given our opponent a shot late in the half. So at least we were able to get that worked out. Okay. So it'll be Duke by 11 at the half. Wow. I did not think that's how this was going to go. It was looking bleak there for a while. Ah, man, I wanted to come out with the... I was hoping that this would let me... I wanted to go through the replays on those plays, but I guess we can't, so... Unfortunate. Okay. So, where are we here? All right, well, what we can do is we can check the stats, and we can go sort of around the ACC here. Let's go around the ACC first. Let's go around college basketball first, I guess. We got North Carolina and Virginia. Virginia is housing the Tar Heels right now at UVA, man. Yeah, at least UNC is losing. Look at this. By 16, Carolina is, I think, 2-3 in the ACC after going 0-2 on their West Coast road trip. Oh, so sad. Poor Carolina. What else we got? Too funny. I guess it'd actually be better for us if Carolina won this game because Virginia is like higher up there, but like whatever. Screw the Tar Heels. We don't need them. It's like Kentucky 57-53. That one's being played at UK. Yeah, they moved this game up real early before the storm here. Vandy at Mississippi State. Oh, here's an interesting one. Give me the scoreboard here. Okay. So Villanova, UConn. You know what? If there's a team that could probably knock off UConn, it might be Nova, just because. Duke by 11 here. That's us. Michigan State still cruising here. Looks like Carolina's mounting a little bit of a comeback here before the halftime. 3-point step back jumper late. So it's a 9-point. It'll be a 9-point game going into half. They kind of saved themselves there at the end of the half. Okay, they're 3-3. Clemson here at 6-1, being pushed by Georgia Tech at Georgia Tech. Boy, if Georgia Tech could pull this win off against Clemson, that would be really huge. Because, like, if you just, like, see, like, we're currently, like, a game clear. But obviously we haven't played we haven't played these guys. So, like, and we don't play Miami. So 4-2 here. Whatever. So they're 2 games back. But, like, here, these ones, right? So if Clemson were to get dropped by Georgia Tech, that would be big. And Cavaliers... Yeah, I mean, they can beat Carolina and send Carolina to 3-4. That'll be good. Boston College, but yeah, the Demon Deacons are sitting here at 2-4. Man, they're like, it's like not great. So, and then let's see the stats for us. Well, I guess we went scoreless over the last 90 seconds, but it is what it is. It's fine. Wake Forest also scoreless here in the last 2:19. They got some points there late though. Oh no! They hit 2 threes coming out of the timeout. In any case, Wake Forest on pace for 62 points in the game, which is actually lower than the Duke defensive average, which is right now around 67. So we would actually improve our defense. So actually, it looks pretty good for Duke right now if we hold Wake Forest here down into the low 60s. Remember when we opened the show, we were saying that Wake Forest averaging around 80 points per game. We'd hold them to 3/4 of that essentially if they were only able to score 20. So defensively, that's good. Obviously, like offensively, we picked it up there. I want to see what's the worm look like. What's our worm look like here? Game flow. Yeah, look at this. It's like Duke is like sitting here just like doing nothing. Nothing here. Flat, flat, flat. Whee! Roller coaster all the way up. It just like goes this crazy. Where are we going? 18. It was 18 to 11. It was 18 to 11, and then we got all the way up to 37-25. So we were down 7, and then all of a sudden we were up 12. Crazy. 12, I think, was the biggest margin. Yeah. So Cam Boozer with 10 on 4 of 11. It's pretty inefficient, but like it is what it is. He's 1 of 6 from 3. I really don't like the fact that it's like you've taken over half your shots from 3. And granted, like they're actually kind of open when he takes them. But still, I don't know. Doesn't quite sit well with me. Just the one of 6. I mean, Evans 1 of 4, not great. 0 of 2, 0 of 2, 1 of 1. So unlikely contributors from 3. Malik Brown here. But man, 3 of 6. 18.8. This is gross, dude. 40, we're up to 45, 46%. Wake Forest at 40. Five of 7 from the free throw line. 4 assists is impressive to me, though. That's 4 there, 3 there, 10 assists on 17. Not as much as you'd like to see. 5 rebounds for Himenia. Interesting that Nick is actually our leading rebounder so far today. And, I'm surprised that Harris really didn't get it going much more than he did. He had that 1 3-pointer. And then Spillers had 2, and he's only got 8. The Schwinger guy's got 7. I mean, for Harris, who scores 20 points a game, he's been pretty much locked down, kind of like what we thought, behind the defensive Foster and Evans. So, job well done by our guards on that. I mean, we seem to be very, very good at taking out the, take out the best player on the other team from the game. Look at the rebounding disparity, though. My gosh, 23 to 13. I mean, this rebounding disparity, this is huge. 4 turnovers from Duke. That's good news. We certainly figured that out. 6 for Wake Forest. They're right on their pace to hit their average, just like 12.3 or something. Five steals. Yeah, 7 fast break points. Even points off turnovers. 28 points in the paint. Ouch. Anyways, so pretty good here, I think, for us. As this halftime starts winding down. All right, folks, how are we doing? Anybody get the snow starting yet? All right. get ready for the second. So, does anybody out there have any ideas on how to fix the slow starts? I'd love to hear them. I do sort of wonder if like we need more scripted plays coming just like at the start of the game. And I kind of part of me also wonders if like that's kind of what we tried to do, but obviously that first play resulted in an Isaiah Evans turnover off the possession area. Like he just kind of lost the dribble there. So I wonder if we tried to come out with a scripted play and it just like failed, and then you don't really kind of go back to it, but like maybe like there's a lot of times in football on that first drive, those like first 12, 13 plays or whatever, they're scripted. Like you know exactly what you're gonna do and how you're gonna try to do it to really establish yourself, and then the game kind of flows from there. I wonder if we need to be a bit less, a bit more like that, and a bit less like, and just kind of like try to run this sort of like, motion and see what happens if, give it to Boozer and see if he gets open kind of thing. Anyway, that's my idea. This is a NC State equipment once again failing to capitalize on what could be good uniforms. I tend to agree. These black uniforms here. Also, the way they took this image, it's like 3 of the same player. It's like kind of an interesting composite, I guess. It's like you set the camera up and like, okay. So that's an interesting one, I guess. The NC State game, I think, will be interesting because, like, they've had a real roller coaster of a season, been really up and down with the Will Wade, especially after the Will Wade hiring. All right. Let's go. Let's see if we can keep up this momentum here in the second half and not have another letdown to start. To start the second half that looks like the first half, and then All right, so Wake Forest to start because of the possession arrow. That'll give it to Duke. I don't know if we actually ever got into the bonus. Maybe we did, but it was pretty close there. So no real foul trouble other than the Dame Sar 2 fouls. That's the one to watch here. But we've been able to hold Harris in check even with those fouls. So that's a crazy. Oh, and that's going to be the third. Oh, just as I say that, that's going to be the third foul on Dame Sar, who pushes Harris as he tries to go in for a rebound, man. Come on. Somehow I knew that Dame Sar was going to pick up a third foul in the first 30 seconds. As soon as I started talking about it, I knew it was going to happen. Yeah. And now you put him on the free throw line, which is like not really what you wanted. And he makes them both. So it's a 9-point advantage here for Duke as Dame Sar stays in the game. And there, once again, Wake Forest just bringing the double team every time. And Gungba's going to get the rebound. And he will get, that should be an and one. Get 2 rebounds on 1 possession there. So Wake Forest hasn't gotten out of this double team action. Like they have Spillers on Boozer, and then Schwinger comes over as soon as Boozer catches it, and Gungba is just wide open. I mean, I guess pick your poison, but like, they clearly don't think they can guard him one-on-one. But like, you like leaving him, like bringing the double team, he just like passes out. Like the gamble is that you can like prevent the pass, I guess, and it's just not working. Good defense by Dame Sar on that possession. Boozer's going to hoist from 3. Oh, he's going to hit that one. I was like, I do not like this shot, but it goes. Again, the difference is whether you make it or you miss it. I suppose I still don't really like the shot, but sure, he makes it, so it's what it is. Miss from 3 for Wake Forest as now it's a 15-point game, and Duke is threatening to run the Demon Deacons out of the gym at this point, and there's Foster with the left hand. Nicely off the rim. And now we're just rolling at this point. Wake Forest is going to miss on this possession. I almost 100% guarantee it. Here is Schwinger from 3. Like I said, they're going to miss on this possession, and Gungba comes down with a rebound. And now we're going to just put the nail in the coffin here with Cam Boozer down low, and that should, oh my God, that should have been a foul. Okay, that one's a foul on Schwinger for coming in and hitting Cam Boozer on the arm, but all right. Spillers to Harris. So a little bit of life for the Deacons here if they can get this 3 to go. In and out. No, they cannot get the 3 to go. Halfway down and then regurgitated by the rim. By the basket at that point, I guess. Gungba to Sar, Sar to Foster, Foster, then the double team again, and that's fouled. But anyway, it's just the same. It's the same play. You can literally run the same thing. Post up the Cam Boozer, force Wake Forest to bring this double team, pass out of it, and it's wide open. Crank the assist numbers up for Cam, I guess. I mean, we'll take it. Oh my God, Evans from 3? Really? No way, man. Oh, the shot clock was late. It was late in the shot clock. Okay, but bit of a wild shot. So Wake Forest still hanging in there, hanging around. We haven't put them away. We have not put this thing up 20. Great defense by Foster. Here's Schwinger for 3. And, oh, that'll go. Okay. All right. That goes. And so we were trying to go ahead by 20, and now it's only 14. Do they bring the double team again? They're going to leave Schwinger one-on-one. Is it going to be late? No. They're just going to try to go. Cam Boozer's going to take it himself and get fouled. I mean, all right. So that's essentially what we said was going to happen. I mean, pick your poison, right? If you don't bring the double team, you got this like this Schwinger dude who, I mean, I think I'm bigger than that guy as far as like build and like wide and like and arms. I think I'm bigger than he is. So, and there's no way I'm stopping Cam Boozer. So certainly that guy's not stopping Cam Boozer. And that's a 3-point play. So we're back to 17 here, and another opportunity to put Wake Forest in its place. And oh my God, Dame Sarr is going to get called for his fourth. I'm going to try to go over the top of the screen, and that's going to be Dame Sarr out for basically the rest of the game. All right. Oh, hi, buddy. Hi. So Sarr to the bench with 16:20 to go, and Harris right now has 5 points. Let's see what he ends up with. But now it's going to be Foster. No, it's going to be Hamenya. Oh, great hands great deflection by Evans here. So we're going to bring in Nick. Put Nick on Harris. I thought Nick played very well in the first half, to be honest. Harris going to inbound, and it's going to be Schwinger. And Schwinger will convert. We got a mismatch there. We switched Foster onto Schwinger, which is not what we wanted. But anyway, it is what it is. And that's an easy 2 points for Wake Forest, as Duke still has a 15-point advantage. This should be an easy 2 for Evans, and it's a disaster. I mean, he hit a wide open lane. He could have just taken to the basket and dunked it, and it just lost control of it. Man, I don't know. Here's Harris. Oh, Harris slips. And Wake Forest still has it. No, Malik Brown steals it. Wake Forest still has it. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Harris. Now he has to go up on Boozer. Going to get bailed out by the Zebra. Going to get bailed out by the Zebra, and we have the under 16 timeout. My God, man. It's like those kinds of plays, those like 50-50 balls that you don't come up with that kind of give your opponent life. I mean, they're down 15, but they're going to go to the free throw line to be, make it 53-40 when we come back. Just giving a little bit of life. What up, New Killer? Welcome. So that first four minutes goes to Duke, 11-7. And let's see, we got, the big story is the Dame Sarr 4 fouls. I mean, 5 points, but like really it's like we need him for his defense, right? The 4 fouls there is not helping the situation. 16 points for Cam. 4 assists, 5 rebounds. I thought he had more than 4. But the pup is just living life right now. Just belly up, enjoying himself. That might have been 3 rebounds on a single possession for Gungba. What are they credited him for? He's got 7 so far in the game. Putting Juke Harris on the free throw line, man, is not where you want him. Yo, Rod Conrad, welcome in. Long time no see, my man. What up, indeed? Juke Harris makes them both, and you get this 53-40. So Duke has been threatening to go up 20 and really put Wake Forest out of this game, but yet here we are finding ourselves up 13 with 15 minutes to go. And we got another whistle here down low. I guess that's going on Schwinger. That'll be his 3rd. It's not like Wake Forest has had much success against Cam Boozer. You can imagine if Schwinger gets like his 4th foul or something. I mean, they don't really have any options. The straight-up defense doesn't work. The double team doesn't work. As Schwinger is going to check out, they're going to bring in Bellew here. Schwieger. Wide open, Hemenia in the corner in front of the Cameron Crazy section, and Nick delivers with the 3. 56-40. So again here, the chance, get the stop, convert on the offensive end, and you're really going to put Wake. They're going to really hurt here. You just basically put them out of their misery. Juke. Oh, what a great play by Boozer there with the left hand to strip the ball from Harris. Wow, that was good. And Nick played the Harris straight up, really. Body, great, like just perfectly parallel. Foster can't hit the long-range 3, so again, more life for Wake Forest. I mean, after you make such a great defensive play, just go and just slam it. Just slam the door on these guys already. Nope. Juke Harris gets a 3 from the corner. Oh my God, man. Just hanging around, hanging around. Hanging around. Here's Boozer down low, going to work his man. Boozer going to go off the glass. Nicely done by Cam. Sometimes I got to say, man, I don't know how Boozer manages to score these. It's kind of crazy. And now Juke Harris is on a heater. Juke Harris on a heater right now. He's got 2 straight 3s. So since Dominic started going to the bench, oh my God, Hemenia now with a terrible pass, and Harris is going to go. Timeout. 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 And now it's a 10-point game. Ever since Sarr went to the bench, man, what did you say? 7. It was 7 points. He's got another 7 in the last, 3 minutes. Foster finds Nick in the corner. Harris was wide open, and Harris now will shoot the 3, and Harris will drop one in. There's the answer. But, control it on the defensive end, because you just let Wake Forest hang around all afternoon. This does not need to be a close game. This thing was about to be a 20-point game. Oh, my God, man. Another 3-pointer. What's it? 3, 6, 8, 11 straight points for Wake Forest. Christ almighty. Oh, man. That's a foul on Foster, man. So now we actually have a game of it again. Somehow we've decided to make this a game. Because we just couldn't go up 20, man. We couldn't go up 20 and put these dudes away. So let's see, Harris. We got another foul. Oh my God, what a cheap foul, man. What a cheap foul. No. I think if you rewind it, like what I said. So Dame Sar goes out with 16:20 to go. 5 minutes later, Duke Harris has doubled up his point total for the game. I wonder if you just have to play. What are we at? 11:47. Man, I wonder if you just have to play Dame Sar and just like if you get another like 3 minutes, if you get one more media timeout out of him, then like at least like that you call it good there. But like you just can't let Duke. I mean, the dude averages 20 points a game, and he's well on his way there now. Of course, the Schwieger guy's got like the 4-point averager. He's got 12. Probably going to get a career high at this rate. Probably a career high at this rate. The pup has given up. He is fast asleep here. He thinks that Duke has this thing in hand. He's like, no problem. I'm just going to sleep. Buddy, we got plenty of sleep last night, though. You just want to sleep all the time. Rawr. Rawr. I mean, look at this. Look at this kid right there. He's just. He is out. I would be mad too. I bet Shire. Yeah, I mean, Shire cannot be happy with like this. I mean, Wake Forest on basically an 11-0 run. I think maybe not 11-0, but here you have Wake Forest is 6 of their last 7, 4 of their last 5 from 3, and Boozer is really the only one. He's 5 of his last 6. He's got 18. But like, I just go back to the one where it's like. You have this crazy good steal, right, from Cam Boozer. And then you completely mess up the offensive execution on that same play. You were about to put, like, you could have converted that, and I think we would have been up 17 or 19 or something. And now it's like a game. It's a game again. It's a 10-point game. As Wake Forest is going to inbound here. We initiate it. Don't get a foul call on yourself here, Brown. Careful. All right, there you go. Let Wake Forest dribble it off his foot. Cam Boozer to Caden Boozer. Caden Boozer going to get fouled going up. And now, so there you go. That's the best outcome we could have hoped for there, that turnover. Send Caden to the free throw line here. What's Caden's got 2 points so far today? Nice. And Cam gets both at the free throw line. We'll take that for sure. Now lock it in defensively here, boys. We need to. This is about the time that Duke woke up in the first half, give or take. Many are going underneath the screen, but denying the entry pass there, Harris. They were trying to play the pick and roll here. Ten of the last 13 points for Wake. Yeah, well, again, the second Dame Sar went to the bench, Duke Harris woke up. Like, freaking crazy, man. 8 seconds, 7, 6. Great defense by Caden. Baloo's got to give it up. Here's Harris for 3. Man, I thought that was going to go. That was online. It was a little long, though. Duke kind of playing a little slow. See, this is why it's like somehow we have the fastest offense, like averaging around 15 seconds of possession. But here we're like well down into like here 21, 22 seconds. We're like deep in the shot clock here. We're going to get a kick ball. It's like here we're playing like way too slow, in my opinion. Like it's a 13-point game with 10 minutes to go. It's like can't really take the air out of the ball yet. Like if it was 4 minutes to go, I'd be like, okay, well, sure. But anyway. So he's got 20 seconds again because of the kick ball. Harris for 3. No, actually gives it up to Foster. Now back to Harris. Now the 3 comes and the no good there. And can we come up with the rebound? Yes, we can. Malik Brown will come up with it. Oh, what a pass to Cam Boozer. Wow, man. That was a perfect pass. Wow. He puts it up over 2 Wake Forest defenders. Good Lord. Wow. Dude, I mean, 2 Wake Forest players miss. It is just, that's like, you know, when the quarterback throws it, it goes over the cornerback and the linebacker and the corner. And like, what? That's insane. What a pin perfect pass. So 14-point margin here. Oh my gosh, what do we got going on? 8. Wow, so Wake Forest, Duke has now committed 7 fouls here. We got 10 minutes as Wake Forest will go to the free throw line. Wake Forest only has 4 fouls, and Duke Harris makes the front end of the 1-and-1. So Duke is just going to keep going to the free throw line, getting free points. So still, Duke by 12. I mean, Wake Forest just hanging around, man. I can't wait until we get to the under 4 timeout and it's a 3-point game because we've just let them hang around all afternoon. Looking for options here. Foster to Boozer down low. Boozer gets his own miss and will finish. Oh, he'll get actually the and 1, too. Nice play. Some of these passes, man, are just like bullets down. There's just like laser shots. And I kind of wonder, like, if we didn't have Boozer, who was like so long and strong, whether like we'd get away with it. Or those passes would just like go flying off into the front row of the stands. So Boozer's got 22 so far. Has an opportunity for 23 here at the free throw line. Yes. Might have another 25-point game coming up here if he gets 2 more. He'll get a little bit of a breather as we're back to 15. So like this is the area that we've like hung around all afternoon between 13 and 19 points. We just can't put them. Oh, another foul. Come on, man. Four fouls on Foster, man. 4 fouls on Foster. 4 fouls on Sarr. Run out of guards. As Duke Harris misses. And Malik Brown, please be okay, man. Tripping over the camera guy. So missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Foster goes to the bench. Who are we going to bring in? Harris or Himenia? No, Harris is on the bench. I guess Nick's going to have to come in. Yeah, Nick will come in here. So we got Caden, Evans, Nick, Brown, and Gungba. No, God, I've got another foul. Team foul for Wake, so Duke will be in the bonus on the next one. So Nick to inbound now, gets it up to Caden. No Cam in. He's getting his break here. I guess they're going to keep him out till the under 8. Got plenty of time. Here's Gungba with an opportunity. Gungba trying to go in with the right hand, but will get fouled. That'll be the 7th foul on Wake. We'll push from behind as Gungba will go to the free throw line here. Chance to go up 17. Nice. Makes the first. Oh, wow. This game was at 5:45 originally. Wow, that's crazy. We would have been, okay, it would have been a late one. Gungba with the other, oh, off the front rim. 1 of 2. Oh, wow, yeah, moved it up 6 hours. Or for Duke, we moved it up 5.5 hours because they didn't start until 30 minutes in. What a block from behind by Brown. The Wake Forest player never saw that one coming. So here's the opportunity. Duke by 16 right now. Evans for 3. Hoisting short. Nice rebound by Caden. Pull it back outside. Run the offense here. Evans gets into the paint. Evans driving in, and he scores with the right hand. 18. All right, there we go. Up by 18. Here's Spiller for 3. In and out. All right, this is it. This is it right here. Nail in the coffin. End the game right now. End the game. You go up 20 for the under 8. This game is out of reach. Get it to Brown. Oh my gosh. Where are we going with this? Nice pass inside to Evans, who gets whacked. And Evans will go to the free throw line. So effectively, that might end the game. What a brilliant play by Brown there. Malik Mason, what is this? Oh, Makai Mason, rather, gets it blocked from behind. And yeah, Evans got hit in the head on the last one. But okay. I think we've got this well in hand at this point. That's good. Let's look at the scores here. What, Carolina 62, Virginia 63-62. Carolina's coming back. What? How does Virginia lay an egg like that, man? Oh my gosh. They are completely letting Carolina flip. Well, we did say, though, that Carolina kind of saved themselves right there before halftime, right? Hitting a late three-pointer. That is one of the risks, right? You like that whole like momentum swing. If you go, let's go. Look at this game. So right at halftime, it's like, where's the... Yeah. Derek Dixon makes 24-foot three-pointer. And it's a 9-point game. And from there, Carolina just kept going. They basically tied it up here. So it's by 3. By the 16... Right, by the first media timeout of the second half, they basically carried this momentum straight into the second half, had a great first 4 minutes of that second half, and now have taken the lead here later in the second half. So it's like that momentum swing that we talk about at the end of games. Team on the road comes in, makes that 3-point shot right there to end the half, is within 10, carries the momentum. Very, very powerful there. that swing. And it looks like Clemson has detached themselves from Georgia Tech here, getting separation. Wow, 23-13 in the second half, rather. So, okay, so Clemson is going to go ahead and win. So they're going to get 7-1. Duke should hold on here to go 7-0. And then Virginia might drop to 5-2. Interesting. All right. We'll keep an eye on the others too. Keep an eye on Miami as well. Yeah, the 42 paid points. I feel like we rely on the three way too much. Like we should take threes when they're there, when they're open. But like we just get ourselves spun around the axle taking threes, man. Too many. Boozer back in the game now, looking for opportunity to get 25 points. Isaiah Evans at the free throw line makes the first, the best free throw shooter for Duke. And Duke going to go up 20 here on this second shot, I think. There you go. So 73-53. Duke finally up 20. And it's a spank and wake at the moment. So right around the same time that we figured we woke up in the first half, we woke up in the second half too. Go figure. It's like the first 10 minutes, we're just like, man. First 8 minutes, certainly, just like, yeah, I'm not going to play those. Oh, that's a Wake Forest turnover. Up ahead to Jimena, and too much to handle on the pass. And Nick had a free 2 points that we squandered there. Wake hasn't scored in the last 5 minutes here. And that's almost a backcourt violation, actually. They get 10 seconds to go. Oh, he missed the dunk. Wow. The wheels are falling off for the Demon Deacons here on their motorcycle. And that's a deflection. We'll stay with Duke as we go under 7. Oh, that's got to hurt, man. It's put the hand on the rim like that and the ball just... That's got to hurt. Evans for 3. No, actually, gives it up. Heads it back to Caden. Caden wide open for 3. Can't hit it. Boozer with a one-handed rebound in the putback from his brother's miss. 25 points for Cam. You can't play Cam straight up. You can't play him with a double team. You can't box him out. I mean, the dude's a cheat code, basically. Where'd you go, bud? Oh, it's over by the door. Makes the first free throw. Somebody was saying the CW was setting the weather radar alerts. We finally got them down here in Texas for the winter storm warning and the ice storm warning. So it's coming, but it won't reach us until later tonight. And it'll be short. It's mainly an overnight thing, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, certainly don't want to be driving tomorrow. Today's still okay. The temperature's still kind of up. 6:15 to go here with a 15-second shot clock, and Evans It's a nice play down here. The Boozer, they were trying to go up top for Malik Brown, but we have a foul instead. We were trying to pad the assist stats for Cam. 25 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. What a stat line. Leads the team in all categories. I mean, this is like Cooper Flagg, but better. Oh, that was 5th on Schwieger, so he's out. Crazy's having some fun with the Sia there. The 5th foul, and Boozer's going to go for points 26 and 27 at the free throw line. Yeah, I got them both. I feel like Boozer's free throw shooting is much better today. It's 5 of 5, actually. Perfect. Duke, 15 of 18 from the free throw line, 83%. That's like what you would expect from a Duke team who has been shooting in the low 70s all season, and is much better today for us here. Great defense by Malik Brown. You're going to get the rebound here. Is Duke going to get the rebound? No, we're not. And arms flying everywhere. Duke finally comes down with a rebound. And now with a 22-point lead and 5:38 to go, this game is well in hand. Oh my gosh. Cam Boozer initiates offense and just cannot be stopped. I wonder if Carlos bought a house in Durham or something. Or somewhere in the Triangle. Or he just flies his private jet to and from Miami for every game. I mean, maybe. I guarantee you he'd probably want to fly that private jet back to Miami after this game. Because it's way nicer in Florida than it's going to be in Carolina. Both free throws for Cam again. And Wake Forest still hasn't scored in 7 minutes. And it's a 24-point margin here for Duke. And again, Cam Boozer trying to go for it. Actually, he finally missed. He's human. Wake swings it around the outside. 3 on the way. And Wake Forest finally hits from 3 there. I think that was Ballou there. He's got a couple of those 3s here on the afternoon and brings the lead down to 21. Actually, there was 31 points for Wake Forest in the first half. So 62 would have been right on the if you double it up, and Cam Boozer's got another 3, and John Shire going to call a timeout here. That should be the final media timeout. So Boozer has 32. Yeah, 32. Ridiculous. Wow, it's a 32-point game for Cam Boozer. 11 of 20 from the field, 3 of 8 from beyond the arc, which is, you go 8 of, so he's 8 of 12 down low. Perfect from the free throw line, 7 of 7. Incredible. 9 rebounds, so he needs 1 more, and then 4 assists and 3 steals. I mean, the stat line is insane. It is also interesting that Malik Brown has 4 assists too. Like the 2 highest assist people are the bigs. It's like it's so bizarre. Like, we have such good front court play, but like the back court is like inconsistent. The back court's inconsistent. Like, Isaiah Evans only has like 9 points today, 3 of 10, and only 1 of 6 from 3. It's like, okay, Dame Sarr's been on the bench since the 16-minute mark. May as well bring him back, I guess. But since Harris only had 17, hasn't really done anything since he went on his like crazy run. He basically went for like a 10-0 run all by himself, which is what got, Wake Forest back in the game and made this like a 10-point game, and then like nothing. Sarr 5, Menia 5, Caden 4, Brown 3, Darren Harris 3. I mean, scoring contributions. Everybody in a Duke uniform who has played today has scored, which is nice to see. So good contributions all around. Curious, Malik Brown is the only one to block. I feel like we've blocked more shots. Maybe they just haven't credited them as such. But yeah, 32 points for Cam is pretty nuts, honestly. I mean, Gungwa's got 13. So it's like, and then Malik Brown's got 5. So like the front court at 32 and 13, and then nobody else has more than 10. And we're sitting here with 82. Kind of nuts. It is a little concerning that the scoring is a bit more balanced. Again, I think it's this inconsistency in the backcourt that like we just can't like last year you had Knipple, who like you knew was good for like 12 to 15 every night and could easily go for 20, but it was consistent. You don't really have that this year. Sometimes Evans is hot, sometimes he's not. Foster's had like 1 or 2 hot ACC games. Cam Boozer's just been incredible. I don't even know if Cam is going to continue. They might not continue playing. They might not get him the double-double. Although I think they're looking at the stat sheet, and one of the managers just said he's got 9. Just pointing that out. But anyway, I don't know if you put him back in the game at this point. I mean, it's a 24-point game with 4:20 to go. Sarr is back in the game now. Oh, puts a 3 up over Harris. So Sarr rather. So Harris is going to have his 20 points. It's going to be in a losing effort though. Just didn't get much help from the rest of his squad outside of Schwieger, who ended up getting 12 but fouling out, and we're now under 4. So what a cut there. I mean, here's the thing where we were saying like the most assists come from the big men. I mean, when you have bigs that can pass like that, I mean, Malik Brown passing it to a baseline cutting Isaiah Evans for an easy 2. I mean, it's kind of incredible. It kind of almost like feels backwards in a little way of like what you would expect the offense to run, right? Like you may expect Malik Brown cutting baseline and Isaiah Evans, like one of the guards, rifling a pass in there. But like the bigs do it just fine. 5 assists for Malik Brown. We'll take it, man. Foster, ooh, I thought he could take 3 there. It was open-ish. Great pump fake by Caleb Foster and goes off the square. And that'll be a substitution timeout for John Shire as Caleb Foster will have 6 and Duke has this well in hand. All right, folks. So as we close out, they're going to go to another timeout. I don't know why they would go to timeout to like extend this game. Like they're just like let people go, man. Like the storm is coming. Let people go. But in any case, I hope everybody that's watching today, I know we got folks in Carolina here on the broadcast, so I hope you all stay warm, stay safe. Fingers crossed they don't lose power or anything. But prepare accordingly, and we'll be thinking about y'all. Next game is when? Next game is Tuesday or Wednesday? What do we have? schedule. Oh, we have Louisville again? Oh my gosh, we have Louisville again on Monday. Oh, it's a Monday game. I wonder if with all the snow, if that game is going to be affected in any way. 6 p.m. game. Wow, okay. So we go... So that's the early tip on Monday, on Big Monday. Okay. All right, so we'll see each other on Monday, assuming, you know, we all get to the other side of the storm and everything. Be interesting, though, because Louisville is in Louisville. If they can they even fly to Durham? Will be interesting to see. I don't know. We'll have to keep an eye on that game. But otherwise, we'll plan on being here at 6 p.m. Central, 7 o'clock Eastern time for the second game against Louisville after we beat them by 11 earlier in their own place. They'll come back here, and looks like their freshman is playing, or they had a player out when we beat them at Louisville. That player is now playing again this afternoon. But yeah, as Nick says, that'll definitely depend on what happens around here. And also in Louisville, because like Kentucky, like Tennessee, Kentucky, like they're getting hit arguably with more snow than like the Carolinas like have ice. But like I'd be surprised if like, especially because the majority of the weather is coming in tonight. I'd be surprised if like they're actually able to get out of Louisville on Monday. We'll see, I guess. But we'll plan for it. Maybe it has to be rescheduled and things change, but otherwise we'll plan to be here on Monday. Should be an interesting game, especially with Louisville at full strength, and see what kind of start Duke gets off to. It was a good tune-up game. The free throws looked good today, I have to say, but the same sort of problems continue to plague Duke, especially, you know, to start halves, like just coming out, starting flat, starting slow. Oh, Wake Forest missed that little spin move there. Missed a layup. Really missed a dunk, to be honest. Sargon to check out. We got the, Sargon to check out. We got all the, we got everyone checking in now. All the bench folks checking in. Caden, Nick, Sheffield, Jack Scott, Darren Harrison. Should be a little fun lineup here for the last 2 minutes. We'll see. Caden, swing pass outside, intercepted by Wake. Jack Scott tuck his shirt in. Wasn't ready. It's a miss from 3 there for Wake, and keep it with the Deacons though on the rebounding action. .145 to go. Sheffield just gets blown right by, but Hemenia manages to almost save it with a block. Wake Forest will get another crack at it here in official garbage time as Duke up by 25. Wake Forest stuck on 61. Either way, as long as Wake Forest doesn't make it to 68, our defensive, average will continue to go down. 3 on the way for Wake, and that rattles in. And as I say that, they're at 64. So yeah, Louisville Monday, Virginia Tech Saturday. Same time actually next Saturday. It's another early start. But Caden at the free throw line now, adding to the Duke point total. Let's take a quick look at what this Carolina Virginia game. 74 all actually between the Cavaliers and the Tar Heels. Clemson has pulled away. They're up by 13, so they will take that game and probably end up watching the end of that Carolina game after we wrap it up here. In Cameron, 70 seconds to go. Caden did make them both. Gives him 6 for the afternoon. 2 more for Wake, 66. Might end up right at the average there. Caden gets fouled on the way up. All right. I think that's going to pretty much wrap it up with Caden going to the free throw line. And next possession, we'll probably just hold it. So stay safe out there, everybody. Stay warm, too. Plan accordingly. Make sure, especially while you do have power, make sure to charge all your stuff. I got an extra power battery pack that I made sure is charged up, for my phone and stuff. It has like 2 or 3 full charges worth. Can charge my phone 2 or 3 times. That's always a good one to have handy. Caden makes those 2 at the free throw line. That'll give him 8 and Duke 90. And this will probably be the final possession here for Wake Forest. All right. Anyway, hopefully we see each other on Monday. If not, obviously, we won't be here if Duke isn't playing. So just follow the whatever the schedule is. We will go with it. I do wonder if they just move the game to Tuesday or Wednesday or something, right? Maybe. Probably better off for everyone, honestly. Because then both teams don't play until Saturday again, so you got leeway there. Yeah, the power banks are good. I have this 10,000 kilowatt hour thing or something over here. It's pretty beefy, honestly. Whatever this thing is. It's at least 2 or 3 charges worth of phone in here. Don't worry, bud. We're not going anywhere. Three seconds on the shot clock for Wake Forest here. Harris is still in the game. He's going to put up a crazy 3. Oh my gosh, he's going to get it. All right. We'll take the 21-point win at home. All right, folks, that's going to be it. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Stay safe out there, everybody. We'll see each other on Monday or at some point later in the week. Best of luck. As always, go Duke. Have a great rest of your afternoon and Saturday and a good weekend. Take care, everybody. See ya.